What if I told you that one American president delivered the longest inaugural address in history, but served the shortest term? Meet William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, whose story is far more fascinating than just his brief time in office. From frontier battles to political campaigns that changed American elections forever, Harrison's life shaped the nation in ways that echo to this day. William Henry Harrison was born on February 9, 1773, at Berkeley Plantation in Virginia, into one of America's most prominent political families. His father, Benjamin Harrison V, signed the Declaration of Independence, making young William part of the founding generation's legacy from birth. Despite his privileged background, Harrison chose an unconventional path. While studying medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, he made a life-changing decision at age 18. Instead of following his father's wishes to become a doctor, Harrison joined the military, driven by a desire to serve on America's expanding western frontier. In 1791, he received his commission as an ensign in the 1st American Regiment. This decision would define his entire career, taking him far from the refined world of Virginia plantations to the rugged territories of what we now call the Midwest. Harrison quickly proved himself as a capable military officer. His early assignments took him to Fort Washington, near present-day Cincinnati, Ohio, where he witnessed firsthand the challenges of westward expansion and the complex relationships between American settlers and Native American tribes. Harrison's most significant military achievements came during his time as governor of the Indiana Territory, a position he held for 12 years, starting in 1801. As governor, he faced the enormous challenge of managing relations with Native American confederations while encouraging American settlement. The most defining moment of his military career came in 1811 at the Battle of Tippecanoe. Harrison led American forces against a confederation of Native American warriors near the Tippecanoe River. The battle arose from tensions over American expansion and the influential Native American leader Tecumseh's efforts to unite tribes against further encroachment on their lands. Though the battle was costly for both sides, Harrison's forces ultimately prevailed, earning him national recognition and the nickname Old Tippecanoe. This victory significantly boosted his political reputation and would later become central to his presidential campaign. During the War of 1812, Harrison commanded the Army of the Northwest. His most notable victory came at the Battle of Lake Erie and subsequent Battle of the Thames in 1813, where Tecumseh was killed. These victories helped secure the Northwest Territory for the United States and further enhanced Harrison's reputation as a military hero. After his military service, Harrison transitioned into politics, serving as a U.S. representative and senator from Ohio. However, his political career had its ups and downs. He initially struggled financially, working various jobs, including as a court clerk, to make ends meet. Harrison's big political break came in 1840 when the Whig Party nominated him for president. The Whigs, led by figures like Henry Clay, chose Harrison specifically because of his military reputation and his appeal to common voters. The 1840 election became famous for its innovative campaigning tactics. The Whigs portrayed Harrison as a simple frontiersman who lived in a log cabin and drank hard cider, contrasting him with the incumbent Martin Van Buren, whom they depicted as an out-of-touch aristocrat. The slogan "Tippecanoe and Tyler too" became one of the most memorable in American political history. This campaign revolutionized American politics by introducing mass rallies, parades, and popular slogans. It was one of the first truly modern presidential campaigns, focusing on image and emotional appeal rather than detailed policy discussions. Harrison won the presidency decisively, but his triumph was short-lived. On March 4, 1841, he delivered his inaugural address outdoors on a cold, wet day. The speech lasted nearly 2 hours, making it the longest inaugural address in American history. He spoke without a coat or hat, perhaps trying to project an image of strength and vigor. Tragically, Harrison became ill shortly after taking office. He died on April 4, 1841, just 31 days into his presidency, making his the shortest presidential term in American history. His death raised important constitutional questions about presidential succession, which were clarified by his Vice President John Tyler's assumption of full presidential powers. Harrison's brief presidency established important precedents. Tyler's assumption of the full presidency, rather than serving merely as acting president, set a crucial constitutional precedent that lasted until the 25th Amendment was ratified in 1967. William Henry Harrison's life represents the transformation of America from a colonial society to a continental nation. From his aristocratic Virginia origins to his frontier military service, from his innovative political campaigns to his brief but consequential presidency, Harrison embodied the changing nature of American leadership in the early 19th century. While remembered primarily for having the shortest presidency, Harrison's true legacy lies in his military service that helped secure the American frontier and his role in modernizing American political campaigns. His story reminds us that sometimes the most important historical figures are those whose brief moments in the spotlight reflect much larger changes in their times.